I'm Bob Schwartz, and I'm setting up a political commentary YouTube site. I know, another political commentary site. Well, I think I have a unique perspective on things based upon my life experiences, and I'd like to give you the benefit of that experience. First of all, I worked my way through college, making minimum wage, living in a 35 by 8-foot house trailer. I worked in a gas station back in the days when gas stations did all lots of all the repairs on cars for people. Um, I smoked a little bit too much marijuana and ended up dropping out of college. This was during the Vietnam War, and so I got drafted. Fortunately, I failed the draft physical for having flat feet of all things. I decided I'd join the police department, but after a little while I decided against that. I quit smoking marijuana and picked up transcendental meditation like the Beatles did. I got the idea from them. And I went back to college and I graduated with a degree in elementary education. My first job out of college was as an elementary school teacher in a federally funded special program in the inner city of Baltimore. In this program, we had to write a lesson plan for every child every day. I had 60 children, and it took me about 6 hours a day after class to do this and to do it poorly. So after a couple of months of this, and I decided I didn't want to continue doing this and doing a terrible job at it. So I became a juvenile probation officer. While a juvenile probation officer, I came up with ideas on how to change how probation was done in Baltimore and how to provide job training programs. My superiors liked my ideas and put them into effect. Uh, while I was a probation officer, I decided to go to law school. And so I went to law school at night while working full time during the day and studying all the rest of the time I had and going to law school at night from 6 till about 10 every night. And I graduated with honors. And then I decided I'd like to be a prosecutor. So I applied to the Palm Beach County State's Attorney's Office, and I said, "Here I am. I got all this experience. I'd like to be a prosecutor." And they said, "Well, we have all the people we need, so don't call us. We'll call you." So I said, "Well, I'll work for nothing until I find a better job or until I am hired." And they said, "Well, you're just our boy." And so I worked for free as a prosecutor for about 3 months before they hired me on with salary. As a prosecutor, I noticed how child abuse cases were being mishandled. They weren't being prosecuted right. They were difficult to prosecute in the first place, and I had developed some procedures for prosecuting them. And so I decided to recommend to my boss that we set up a specialized division just to handle child abuse cases. And he says he agreed, let me do it. And so I set up a division, became its first chief, and started prosecuting in child abuse cases. After about 6 years as a prosecutor, I was appearing before a particular judge who was just a terrible judge. He would let people go out time and time again on bail with no bond at all, and they would come back having committed the same serious crimes over and over, and he'd keep letting them out again. And he was voted to be the least qualified judge in Palm Beach County. So I ran against him, and I won and became a county court judge. And I was assigned to the criminal divisions, and it was a misdemeanor court. I spent most of 17 years in that division. I was appointed to the circuit court in a felony division for about 6 months, and I handled felony cases. After a little while, well, 17 years, I was working way too hard and got sick, and I had to retire on disability at the age of 53. After retiring, I started reading quite a bit, and I watched YouTube commentators on political things. And I also became a singer-songwriter and recorded some of my own music and music of other people. And I decided after having such a great life that I'd like to be able to give something back to my community. And so I've decided to start this group of commentaries. Thank you. I hope you have a good day. Bye. I forgot to say what my political beliefs are. I'll do that by saying who my favorite commentators are. First one is Kyle Kulinski of Secular Talk, Crystal Ball of Rising, Mike Figueredo of The Humanist Report, Jimmy Dore of The Jimmy Dore Show, Cenk Uygur of The Young Turks. I'm pretty far in the progressive wing of things. Thank you.